style, bafana banyoka, bafana ba inches, these of cuckoo. I mean cake, like it's your birthday, got me in a suit, made for my birthday. When you get paid, he get it paid. If you do it right, a baby get paid. Bafana ba style, bafana ba king. He never smile 'cause his swag is so mean. Bafana ba caution, gotta get my Porsche, street my shot. Buy him a Porsche, while I put pressure on their daughters. Hopping at chance, they never holler. I'm in cash, I got power, I'm the best. I'm their mother, I'm a problem, they can solve. I call him daddy, like a daughter.
Yo, why am I so nervous? Yo, what up? My name is MduThaParty, and welcome to my Botswana top 10 hip-hop artist lists. Damn. Can I do that again? Yo, what up? It's MduThaParty, and this is my Botswana top 10 hip-hop list of 2021. Let's get it!
That's right. MduThaParty is here to share his top 10 list of the greatest hip-hop artists to put in work between April 2020 and April 2021. Here to react to MduThaParty's idea of who the best in the game is. Introducing Nina Bands, Sharon Mathala, Johnny Pula and Tricks, MduThaParty and Chef Stuga, Seto Amandle and Brandon, Lezozo and Dato Seiko, and our medium in media, Bakang Akoonyatse. Kicking off the list from the background to the forefront, featured on hits like Ndea and maker of the album More of Me. At number 10, FME's Luther October.
I don't be taking no rest. Shawty be talking that trash. Papa Lou just hit a lick, and I ain't never looking back.
The reason why I put Luther October at number 10 is because finally he's a voice in the hip-hop scene. FME has been doing the most in terms of FME DJs, and the rappers me Luther October has been on good features, hit songs. More of Me, the album was dope. So at number 10, Luther October.
Coming up as a kid, work, gym, flex, neck.
Ooh. Luther's been doing his thing in the game for a couple of years. Him and the FME guys.
Luther's fine. He's a dope rapper.
Yeah.
I love Luther. He's been doing like a lot.
Dea's a smash hit right now, so okay, number 10.
Yeah.
It's just that
Luther's good.
but Dea.
Hey,
Hella. Apart from Dea, like,
I mean, there's the songs with the FME guys because he's part of FME.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
There's also
And
that
he
one.
has been for
No, but
years.
also he's really good, hey.
He is.
He is.
Oh, and More of Me, that was a big tune too, so shout out for that.
I think if he works on his delivery, he'd be up there in the list. But nonetheless, he's creative
Delivery in terms of words.
in how he spits. You understand? Then it's not just about lyrics. It's also about the vibe.
Shout out to Luther October.
Why?
I put him at number 10 because FME DJs was doing the most, outshining the FME rappers, but Luther October still managed to hold his own by giving us the album More of Me. The features that he did, More of Me, the actual song was hot.
It was
and
fire.
Right
I
now
liked
is the
it.
hottest song in hip-hop surrounding. Who's featured in it? Luther October. Luther October is featured in this and that, featured people from outside of Botswana, and his career has been looking good. Finally, that weird-ass voice of his is part of the hip-hop community and is very easily identifiable. That's Luther October. That's how you build a brand. That's how you become a top 10 rapper.
No. Just no.
He's okay being in the top 10. Yeah, and
Yeah.
being number 10, that's fine with me.
Yeah, then
All right.
then I'm good with that one.
Hey, yeah,
We're
yeah,
good.
you do my line.
It's good.
So for Luther October, the main thing when it comes to his career, and in particular his finances, is going to be obviously like the relationships that he has around him. He's been with FME, and we've seen him also go off on his own individual path, right? There may be some issues there on his part when it comes to moving too quickly and making very hasty decisions. So it's going to be very important for him to remain very level-headed so that he can be in tune with himself and he can see where exactly to place himself when it comes to his relationships and exactly how they tie into money, right? You don't want a situation where you're working hard to collaborate with other people, and this is not a jab at FME or anything of the sort, right? But you don't want a situation where you're working hard to, essentially make somebody else money. So it's going to be very important for him to figure out how to divide his time and his resources accordingly, in a manner that doesn't leave him essentially bankrupt, you know?
setting the record for topping the charts at #1 for 8 weeks straight on the Journo FM Hot 40. This former TIA member is back to take it all, one dance move at a time. At number 9, Flyboy Q.
Yeah, every night, why you gotta pick a fight? Even when you're wrong, you always gotta be right.
I know you're gonna kill me for this one because the man only has one hit song. But guys, that's a hit song. The video is dope. And right now, when you talk about hip-hop artists in Botswana, you gotta mention Flyboy Q. That's my number 9, Flyboy Q.
I came my soul, that's it, I'm gone. In the day, yeah, baby girl, can't do this no more. I came my soul, that's it, I'm gone. In the day, yeah, baby girl, can't do this no more.
Oh, Flyboy. Hear that song, yeah. What the man? I don't know the lyrics, but it makes me feel so good.
The guy who has the hottest track right now in the country is at number 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know one song guys. Like,
I believe, he kind of like deserves it, but not, entirely, because like, he didn't drop like a lot of things, but what he dropped, was like so impactful. So like, I would give him like that exception.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah.
Wait, Flyboy Q has had 2 songs, only 2.
I don't know about Flyboy Q being on the top 10. Like, shout out to him for Ndeya. That's a very, very big song right now.
I put him at number 9 because it's comeback season for Flyboy Q. He has 2 songs right now in heavy rotation. One of them is the biggest song in the country, pretty much. Dope video and everything. But I put him at number 9 because he's a comeback kid right now. And, he can't make top 5 because other people have been doing much more work than he's been doing over the last year or so. But he's the comeback kid and deserves a spot. Otherwise, had he only dropped one of those 2 songs, he wouldn't be on the top 10 list. Because he followed it up with Beyonce, I was like, okay,
But being able to come back and be number 1 is something to look into.
I feel like it's too soon.
Out of 2 songs, top 10.
Yeah. It might be too soon.
Maybe top 20.
Ile number man, number 20.
Oh, kiddie.
If you can come back and he literally ran through and ran past all these niggas.
Yeah.
And went to be number 1.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put him at number 9 on the list.
Yeah. Only one song.
Okay, no, fine, okay. I guess everyone else on this list has what?
Has a lot of material to offer.
Okay.
More accolades than one song coming in and being number 1.
Sharp.
Any song can be number 1, bro.
No, actually.
What are you talking about?
No.
I think we need to hear some more from you for you to be on the top 10.
I would have put him at number 10.
Any song can be number 1.
Actually, no.
What's that guy with the colored hair? What the snitch was?
Actually, no.
Whatever that guy.
6ix9ine.
It's 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine can have a number 1 song. Does that make him a top 10 hip hop artist?
Why is analytics and all of that?
Exactly. So we're putting that into play here, dog. One song.
Number 8. How quiet since I go 8?
I bet. Let's go.
That's a nice. I'm gonna play this song for you after this. It's a good song.
So for Q, there may be an issue when it comes to a woman in his life, right? This may be a friend or a family member that he finds very heartbreaking. This also may be a romantic relationship or whatever, right? Whatever issue that comes up, it's going to be a hectic one, or it stands to be a very hectic one. It will be very important for him to take the necessary time out, emotionally for him to address this without trying to power through it and just want to focus on work or whatever, because he would not be functioning at his optimum. Whatever healing that needs to be done on his part as a human being would need to be done in order for him to be a better artist in the future, right? Not necessarily right now or whatever, right? The people around him as well, the support that he gets, it's going to be very important for him to have people who nurture him through this period in time so that he's able to bounce back from whatever it is that occurs over here, right? But it does stand to be a very important learning curve for him emotionally.
from a foreign dimension with love. TNT rapper and co-pioneer of the new Southern African alternative sound makes it to the list for the first time ever. At number 8, Max Tokyo. Although he's not alone, he's joined by Faded Gang's Wildcard. The 267 King makes his return to the list for a third time for his authentic sound and impact in the hip-hop game. At number 8, it's a tie between Max Tokyo and Main Dilla.
Born in the city, right? Caught up in the city life. Why you gotta do me like that? So soft how you do me like that.
The reason why it's a tie is because Max Tokyo has been doing the most in terms of the hip-hop scene surrounding. He gave us multiple albums, Salte. He gave us Ara Africa. You know, Foreign Dimension was behind a lot of things this year, including Twisted Butterflies career. Obado once jumped on a feature about Main Dilla. So Max Tokyo is definitely deserving of a spot, and he's at my number 8. He ties with Main Dilla because Main Dilla is consistent. That man hasn't dropped the ball since the beginning, and last year he was doing the most, the mixtape and all of that. So Max Tokyo and Main Dilla, number 8.
Even as a little one, my tears always dried up. Niggas got me heated, niggas got me fired up. Now that I'm a grown man, I don't do no handouts. I put it in my own hands, something I just stand by.
It's a tie.
It's a tie. That's so interesting. I love that they're on the list. I love that Max is finally on the list. God damn it. Ooh.
Big shout out to Max. I'm happy to see Max out there. No Pressure with Obado. That's a really, really nice song. Salte, you guys are doing good as Foreign Dimension.
Yeah.
Main Dilla is very creative.
Yeah.
He deserves to be in the list, but
I don't know about
maybe
Max Tokyo.
high up there.
Wait,
Dilla.
That's
Number
disrespect
8, that's
to Dilla,
disrespectful.
man. Like the amount of work Dilla
has
did
put out.
this 2020.
Dog, look down. Like, what are you?
Man.
Oh, I can't say dog.
No,
dog, like.
Hey. First of all, Main Dilla ukotsi guys. Kifuna gore.
Why tie?
Why are tie? Answer ukotsi hela
I don't wanna.
You can't put Max and Dilla. So you're saying Botswana in the past year, and what Dilla just did, Botswana, Max did equally the same. That's what you're saying. Stop it.
Main Dilla has done well. I wouldn't have had him tied up with anyone. I would have probably had him more bottom 5, yes, but I wouldn't have put him with anyone because he's done really well. I've met him a couple of times.
I love that Max is on the list. It's a bit weird that Dilla was on the list last year at number 4, I think. Now he's at number 8. That's crazy. So I'm interested now. I would have wanted to see at least Dilla like a bit higher.
Dizzy dropped, you know what I mean? He dropped some fire shit. The content was fire, but I don't know about the reach because I feel like, you know, like it deserved to be listened to more, but because, you know, and we also judge these kind of lists based on like the kind of reach your music has.
This position should have been Max's and Dilla should have been Kopile there.
I agree too.
You can't put Main Dilla with someone else.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Main
so
Dilla taka number rakho one, guys.
Man, Main Dilla's gotta be top 5, bro. Nah, no way.
So Max Tokyo is behind Foreign Dimension, eh? Max Tokyo is the reason why right now we're getting music coming out from the likes of Ara Africa. You know, he works closely with Dilla.
Don't say he works closely with
Dilla. He's been part of the hip hop community as an active member since he came back from Joburg into Bots, including you know, being behind the things about Dust Live sessions and the music that's been coming out. There's this thing called Salte Sundays, né? These guys put out 3 tapes. That was 7 days of summer. Max Tokyo is in gang of those songs, under production and rap and features. So Max Tokyo has definitely been part of the culture of hip hop in the last year as one of the so you know what he was? We a basketball playmaker. He is a playmaker of note. The reason why I gave my Priscilla Main Dilla is because Main Dilla has been doing the absolute most in terms of giving us content, giving us raps, and Dilla should be somewhere up nyana. Me go na le batho who ba ke feelang gore, you know, have been putting in as much work and maybe getting a little bit more out of it instead of just dropping a song and just, you know, dropping a tape and letting go. People have been merchandising, people have been doing deals, we've been doing so much. So baby so because of the work that they put out, I love it, and they deserve a top 10 spot.
he's also another person who needs to be certain that the people that he has around him are still people who reflect the values that he has as a person, right? Because a lot of time people do get held back by people within like that close company, right? It's going to be very important for him to trust his gut instinct, and in particular his dreams and whatever, you know, messages that he gets from his intuition, in order to be able to make it out of whatever restrictions that he feels he's under right now, because there is a miracle on the cards for him, right? But it is going to be something, the new beginning is going to be something that requires for him to approach it with childlike curiosity or enthusiasm in order for the new beginning to come about, right? If he has any sort of like faith or doubt or whatever that would stand to be a blockage when it comes to the spiritual and mental turning point that he would require to essentially level up. Dilla's getting a lot of money cards. It's going to be a huge financial turning point for Dilla. All of the hard work that he's been putting is going to pay off, right? Whatever mental changes he's actually put in place as well, he's going to see the benefits of it, right? It's going to be accurately reflected. All the moves that all the seeds that he's been sowing are going to come to fruition and essentially like usher him into like a new life or like a new beginning. There's multiple streams of income as well that his partner may also be getting, right? So like them getting the bag together or whatever, right? The main thing he would have to be wary of is kind of getting caught up in the things that come with whatever new doors open, especially when it comes to the people that he's trying to build with professionally. He should make it a point to always be kind of like vigilant and aware of the fact that whatever it is that he's, you know, getting celebrated for has been the fruit of his labor and the work of his hands.
From their Kings of Mushat, their 3-disc tape, production of FME Trouble album, collaborations and endorsements, Abitola, Shabastella and Teddy West earn 7th position. A tie with rapper, producer of Quarantine Playlist, and If Broken, return to the Boyfriend Factory. At number 7, Kings and Balaclava Blanco.
Hold up, give me a pound, roll up. You know the vibes when I show up. I am not one of these niggas that do anything for the blow.
Now, Balaclava Blanco, formerly known as Emo Ski Mask, is too much for the game, boy. He gave us 2 mixtapes last year, 2020, and they were absolutely hot. He's the godfather of rap, and he can't not be on the list. I paired him with Kings because Kings Lebanon were doing the most. I'm talking about Shabastella, Teddy West, and Abitola. Yo, those guys did the absolute most, so they're definitely my number 7 at a time.
So baby, when you grip on your thigh, I feel you like it. When I grip on your thigh, I feel you like it.
What's with the ties, bruh? Like, say what you gotta say. Say it with your chest.
Why are they tied with Balaclava Blanco? Like,
the tie.
And then also, what's this tie?
Yeah, why are we tying? As if you can't separate people like they were born alone. Twins.
Number 7, oh.
Guys, who do you have in the top 5?
Why is these guys sharing? Usually Kings give man.
Shabastella, yeah.
I think actually those guys had a better year than Balaclava Blanco.
Yeah, because I haven't heard.
Balaclava Blanco had such a bad year, he even changed his name. Ski Mask. That's how bad that guy.
Ski should be higher up, and I don't know about Kings, man. I really don't. But I know they dropped a project, and yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't even have Blanco on the list.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Personally, it's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's gone, what, silent a little bit?
Soft. I think he's gone soft.
I love Balaclava. I love him so much.
Yeah, I do too. I really love the guy, but he shouldn't be on the list.
He's an OG. We all love Ski Mask, you know. Do I feel like he deserves to be on the list this year? I don't know. Maybe because he's a personal favorite, I would put him on my list, but of 2020, I can't say I can, but I'm not mad at it.
If I compare Main Dilla to Balaclava, Main Dilla should be there.
Yeah, I feel like Main
he's
Dilla
been
should
releasing,
be
but
on top. Hey?
Balaclava, no,
Like the top 5 is gonna be wild, honestly.
How do we have Main Dilla and Balaclava? Hey, come on, type.
But I didn't drop a music video, dog. And I don't want him in the list if he didn't drop a music video. I don't want him in there. Music videos contribute a lot, guys. Honestly, you know what I mean. So, I for one, I'm a music lover and I'm a music video enthusiast. So like literally, I just put the whole thing together and then look at you as a package with those kind of things involved. So I feel like at this point, he hasn't been really complete for me as far as what I've just explained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he said.
He soft releases music. He's not, dude, that guy gave us 2 tapes, Ghana. 2 full tapes. Like track number 1 was 16 on both tapes.
Yeah.
In 2020 alone.
Yeah.
Settle the Score was one of their songs that really did
it
the
was,
most.
It was on heavy rotation.
But the thing is, when he drops those 2 tapes, people didn't really bump them.
Also, the name change also probably affected the branding completely.
From Amos Kima to Balaklava
Yeah.
Fair. But I think it's because he was trying to appeal to the global market. And in the global market, Hona this Ski Master Slum God.
Yeah, but still, you can work around it, man.
That's true.
You can work around it. I think that hurt his brand a lot.
Yeah.
There are people who still don't know.
The Balaklava Blanco.
That he changed
That's
name, yeah.
true.
He's still transitioning as an artist, and we need to give him a chance to finish transitioning.
So basically, he's Juanan. Upcoming. He's a
He changed his name. But he been putting in work, dog. He's like the faded guy, dog.
I know. Why you change your name, dog? New artist. When you have
Balaclava Blanco.
How if you are a tender boy? How a tender boy?
We'll change how there is a company seal.
He's good.
But keep dropping them hits. Actually, he was in my playlist last year.
But dude, I had an opportunity because I really listened to hip hop. I'm around in dog.
Yeah.
Dog, Balaklava Blanco rapped his face off on both those tapes. Did the most musically, lyric-wise, beat selection, production overall was out of this world. It's just that it didn't get to the people. So now I'm just like, this guy's a god.
That's why I'm like,
But
I wouldn't
who?
have him on the list. Yeah, because no one knows. So
and the people
it's
that know, get one of those fans feed again, the fans about Main Dilla, gonna waiting or no, we're waiting for the Fade Again tape. The Fade Again.
Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing. It's a real thing, dog. It's a real thing.
Alright. Yeah, but no, personally I wouldn't have Blanco on the list.
And what about Kings? For real, it didn't feel Shabastele, Teddy West, Epitola, and what they did?
Listen, you guys try to sell me those guys. I don't. Relatability is very low there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think because maybe I'm getting old or whatever. I don't know what those guys are talking about.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not relatable to me. It's not relatable. It's not.
Okay, when I got now we release in terms of how we can move you. Now I was looking at
music
that.
Music is a big deal, dude.
Dog, their talent. Okay. Those guys are talented. Shaba Stella is a great singer, great writer, dog. And it's cool that the likes of Maxi Kwesen jumped on a song, Yaka Shaba Stella, which goes to show and he sings, bro. Like,
so why did you tie them up?
I like those kids.
I love them.
I think they're very talented. They deserve
that spot.
Yes.
They do.
Otherwise,
number 8, number 7.
Otherwise,
who's the Kings and Balaklava?
Yeah.
Because of the work that they put out. I gave it to them because of their work. They actually contributed to the hip-hop scene Moranding in terms of giving us material to listen to.
No, they did put out content.
Yeah, that's why I put them there. That's why I put them there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you didn't tie them up, what if you just put those guys at number King 7, I get. Baleno, see, where were you going to put Blanco? He wasn't going to be on the list, I get.
No, Blanco was going to be on the list.
Okay. Above Dilla. You know what?
Yo, you asked me too many questions. My list is final. My list is final.
Nah, you see, you didn't want to not have him on the list because now we're not calm.
I don't want to say this may be another Faded Gang story. I hope not, but everybody seems to be kind of contemplating their own individual paths and trying to like carve a lane for themselves, and that's great. But whatever, right? The way that they've like emotionally acknowledge that and what it means for them as individuals and as a collective, if it is not assessed and understood in a healthy manner, that like no, you don't really have to sit there and like be like, oh no, I'm better than this person or whatever, or like that. If I go, this route, then I'm gonna kill this person, they produce a game or da. Remembering the fact that like you formed the group for a reason. This is somebody who you wanted to be in community with. It's going to be very important to them as they assess their individual paths, right? And also that like, if you're an emperor, if you're a king or whatever, you can have your own domain. You don't necessarily have to always go out trying to obtain more, because you've seen how that goes historically, right? It's going to be very important for them to also be honest at every stage of the game, right? Because I do see like some deception here that does cause some sort of disruption. So whatever shystiness that may be looming or that has already been done or whatever would be a thing that comes out as everybody tries to figure out like that individual path or whatever. But it is a thing that is easily avoidable, again, if we go back to like that whole thing that like, when you actually form this group with this person or whatever, you did so because you trusted them and you respected them, right? And you basically like winning doesn't necessarily mean that like, no, this person has to lose. You formed this group because you wanted to win together.
From Cozy Quarantine to MTV Base, maker of hit songs Pull Up, Going Hard, and City Fever, Mr. Bantastic at number 6, Band T.
We've been going hard, harder than we ever had.
Yeah, he's number 6 because, I mean, he really didn't do much, but, he's also one of the reasons why hip-hop in Botswana is banging. So he has to be on the list, and he gave us 3 hot videos, 3 hot songs last year, and the man was moving well in terms of Cozy Quarantine, what. Other guy was doing his thing, man. So Band T at number 6.
Yeah, if I see the target, I hit it. I'm running up the numbers, nigga, doubling my digits. Yeah, I was circle, nigga, I'm in it. Focus on, nigga, always minding my business. Yeah.
Number 6 for Band T. No way. Top 5, bro. Easily. Top 2, easily, actually, in my eyes.
What?
Yeah, I feel like he deserves that spot.
One thing about him doing. What that's in your Band T? Band T will always be in the
No, but also Band T puts in the work.
Whoa. Guys, like, come on. I know we started off shaky, but this is getting a bit much.
No, other blend video delete 3 back to back. IML.
Yeah.
IML.
At number 7, number 6, and number 8, like, this is... Everything is a bit weird. Like, why are you putting my top 5 in the bottom 5?
You're born. Honestly, Band T doesn't deserve to be less than, below position 5, like in this case. Cause man, Band T, like as much as like the content, dropping wasn't, that much satisfactory, but he was so complete, dog. He managed to stay relevant during times when artists weren't relevant as much. He tried as much as possible to get more reach, and now he's not and at this point, what he's doing at this point, people aren't seeing, but Band T is doing some crazy shit out there, dog. So like at this point, I just feel like, man, he just deserves to be up there, man. Like
Band T is dope.
Like he's
super dope.
He's dope, dog. Like I believe in the guy so much. Yeah.
How are you gonna say Band T is number 6, dude? Like the videos that he dropped back to back last year, the content was just heavy. Like, Mdu, what's going on? Surely it's crack. No, surely it's crack. What is this?
I get why he's always gonna be on the list because Band T works. Hey.
No, I'm just saying. Why 6?
Not at number 6. I think Band T for me would have been at number 9.
Where should he be?
You saw what he did.
Where should he be?
Cozy Quarantine.
Where should he be?
Cozy Quarantine.
Yeah.
That was a smooth transition.
It was.
No other rapper's been able to do such
It
and
was.
connect with the people like that.
Yeah.
And still get corporate on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wankalo,
That's why he's in the top 10. Though. He did the things.
But why is he not top 5?
Why
is he not top 5?
Why? And I'll tell you why. Me, I want to hear your reasoning. What's your reasoning?
Dude, we saw what he did. What do you mean?
What else did he do? Okay, 3 videos, 3 songs back to back.
Fire.
Quarantine.
Fire.
And?
Fire.
And?
That's it.
God, that's the problem. That's it.
Dude, what?
He works, hey?
Okay.
He puts out content, he works.
But we're still waiting for more. I get it.
Number 6.
2021 now, so we need more. Yeah.
Benty from the Wassa.
For me, I would have given him a number 9. I met him the other time, go, where he does his hair, and I told him that he needs to put up his socks.
Just because he didn't put out a tape. Can you hell a tape or top 5 thing? Just because of a tape.
No.
Dog, anyone can
People
put
put out tapes on the
Dude,
bottom 5.
anyone can put out a project. Anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah. But not anyone can drop 3 videos back to back.
Exactly.
Nobody can strategize like Banty. That I'll give it to him.
Listen, the branding behind that guy completely.
Yep.
Completely.
Yeah.
Even just his photo on Instagram.
Yeah.
Full package.
That's why I put him in the top 10 because he's a top 10 artist.
Dude, why is he not in the top 5?
Because
can we recognize him for that?
For what?
For all he's done.
He's in top 10. We're recognizing him for all he's done.
He did a lot of work.
Pusha,
we want to see
how speed. And Banty's one of those guys. And you're going to put him number 6? Alright, man. I feel like we, in the beginning years of Banty's career, we were a bit hard on him with the Naomi stuff. Was a little soft. But I think now he's developed into like
and he has a
force
sound.
to be reckoned
He
with.
has a
Yeah.
sound.
If Banty's at number 6, who's in the top 5?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
There's certain relationships or behavioral traits or a certain individual that has certain behavioral traits in his life that he needs to put some distance between, like he needs to put some distance between him and this person, and he knows that, right? Until this is done, there are certain things that are just not going to be able to get off the ground. There may also be some legal matters involving either a mentor of some sort or like a masculine energy, a man in his life like who's somewhat older or who's helped him out financially at some point in time. But like within that as well, there was some deception or this person stealing from him, right? So this would be a thing that he's aware of, but he may not even understand how much this person has taken from him, really, right? But it's going to be important for him to address this as well and not get caught up on the old times and the good old days and whatever, right? And continue, carving a lane for himself wherever he sees fit, because ultimately the talent is what got him here.
From Muchudi to Box Pits, Botswana's it couple built their love with bars. Hitmakers of The Best Things, Musoroto and Bafana Style. At number 5, Sasa Class and Bakang, aka Saxon.
I got the whole fab, like it's a little berek. Kalene to bellet, more can't put an amachelet. Honale Dilika Bello, Honale Patrick Duello. Ain't nothing for free capitello, as long as the people back at there.
Now, so rest in peace, man. Sasa Class was doing the most before her untimely demise. She was doing the absolute most, and she gave us Bakang. Bakang was already popping, but she's a kingmaker, bro, and she made a king out of Bakang. So they're definitely in my list at number 5.
I'm really happy they're on the list. And I think number 5 is fair, actually.
Yeah, that's cool, man, because like Bakang was doing good, Sasa too, like, and the combination together, they actually they had a good 2020. going into 21, songs like Msorto and all that.
We have lost her, so it's a little bit difficult for me to say anything to respect the dearly departed. So I'll talk about Baxton for now.
Baxton actually been putting in work, man. I feel like Baxton would have had this section by himself.
You have those two at number 5.
Yeah.
So you're saying they did better than Benty?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Stop being wild. You are being wild. You can't put them at number 5, guys. I feel like they made noise.
I'm not.
Again, why
No, but also I think.
Okay.
It's a package, highly 16.
But I feel like Saxon should be number 2, if anything. They were the ones that were consistent with releasing music throughout 2019, 2020, 2021. Those guys were the dog. Hey, yeah.
That woman is the queen of rap. Hands down. At the number 5. Why?
When you saw Rest in Peace, you know what I'm saying?
Number 2, number 1, somewhere there. No cap.
Cause just the content they were putting out there, just seeing them together, you know, as a couple. I think that also really like resonated with Botswana. They did great. The shows were great. The music was great. So I'm not mad at number 5. That's perfect.
The work that Saxon was putting out and just their branding around
But
them
it was
had
fueled.
more
It was
hype,
fueled by
more-
what Mdu.
I told you, the kingmaker, bro.
No, it was fueled by what though? If we take the
By
drama,
being superstars.
If we take the drama out, what's there?
The music, the raps, the content was heavy.
Benty does it with no drama.
That's true.
Can anyone
That's
else
true.
do it? Can we all just do things without the drama?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Honestly, man.
Bar to bar, Baxton will out-rap Benty. Bar to bar. Analysis. Sasa will out-rap Benty. No lie. But Benty's dope though. Benty's dope. No taking away. But pound for pound, hip hop for hip hop.
Benty once put up a status on Facebook.
Don't tell me about status. Tell me about bars.
For the whole country, dog. Like, dog.
Nah,
Dude,
man.
you can't put them because they were trending on Facebook.
And I never
because
say
of
that. I
breakups and all of that.
never say that.
Let's
put them
focus on
there
the
because
work. Let's
of the
focus on the
work.
work.
I'm talking about the work.
The only one video that they have that's competing with Benty is what's that
The
track?
best things and Bafana style.
Nah, best things is the videos and the
You don't
song.
think Basimanyana was a dope video? Basimanyana Bafana style.
I expected a little bit more from the tribute song. The visuals were good. I liked the visuals for the song, but everything else was a no-no for me.
I feel like where they are, it's
number 5 is
it's good.
I feel like get number 2.
Also because we were adjusting to it.
Yes. No, but we had a whole year to adjust to it. Raja still, it's enough. It's
Really?
like SOE. What more do you want? We have adjusted.
I mean, naturally, he is finding himself in a dark place because he's grieving, you know. There's a lot that he's struggling with currently, right? And we may actually see him just kind of taking a bit of time away from either making music or putting out music or being in the public eye as a result of this particular thing. We can't say for how long, but you know, it is understandable, you know.
Number 4, we have ATI.
Coming in short of the top 3, freedom fighter, collaborator, household name, and Liketelele Tuna Tuna. At number 4, ATI.
Renowned rapper at the Sound Lemuhi stage name ATI was arranged before court this afternoon.
I get to know what you have to say to your supporters.
Well, I just gotta say, follow your heart.
ATI is just above Saxon because ATI is ATI. A lot of people complain, is he really doing hip hop? Yes, the man got bars and he's ATI. He gave us hits, bro. Come on, you can't deny that. So my number 4, Atla South.
ATI should be number 1. What are you saying?
Wait, who's number 1?
I love ATI, guys. You see that song, Skababawara?
No, guys, I have had an opportunity to listen to his upcoming album, Yone Aribita Box Office.
Guys, he shouldn't be in the top 10.
Hip-hop artists.
We need to stop this ATI thing.
Hip-hop artists.
He shouldn't be in this top 10 list.
The kid, the slim kid, that's a beat.
But one night making up your go number 4. I don't like this. You know what? I'm gonna go. This is where I leave the house.
You see that song, Skababawara? That was like, I feel like that song came out featuring Vizo. That song came out at a time where we really needed that song.
That guy made the whole country riot. We,
number 4,
from the song, he made us get up during a lockdown in a pandemic.
We had our own Sarafina.
With us.
No social distancing.
Slim Kid is
you gonna put him number 4?
He should be on what list?
We can't be having ATI on every list because
then he should be on what list?
1 or 2 songs that were nice. He's coming back. Oh, we feel sorry. He was fighting for the people.
Bro, that guy dropped hits. What are you talking about, dog?
ATI is the biggest artist, not even just a rapper, artist in both. Y'all can fight me.
Also, he's been putting a lot of work, especially with the COVID breaks and stuff like that, as compared to many other artists. So I would have pinned him probably at number 2.
I think we saw a lot of ATI over the last year, Skababa, Wara, and all those other singles. So yeah, I think number 4 is a pretty good place for him.
Sometime on the previous episodes for like this very platform, somebody talked about how ATI shouldn't even be put in these lists because ATI is not even making music that's on these niggas' level. ATI is making awesome music.
No, ATI kind of is talented. We know, bro.
Take away all the drama. Take away all the drama and just listen to the music alone. You're not telling me that ATI is not a top 5 hip-hop artist in Botswana. What are you saying, bro?
The last time he impressed me was Rolling Stones. He's been re-recording the same format since.
Not after that man fought for us. Listen, okay?
That's true.
That man created a whole revolution, okay?
Yeah.
I felt like striking too, man.
I'm very biased also.
Give him a number.
My man would be on number 2.
If he's put in the list, he should be number 1.
Yeah.
I think he's okay at number 4.
Because the songs that he dropped last year.
Yeah.
Those were bangers. All of them.
Everything. He's been going back to that format, that formula ever since.
What's that other
But
jam?
because le Botswana all the time. That's it. Easily impressed. Oh my god, bro. He did this the last time. We've seen this before.
ATI could drop 3 tracks in a week and all of them would be hits.
W-A-Y.
Okay.
Like they wanted to see the president, dog.
Dude, after
how many rappers, dog? How many rappers press straight? Live. Straight
I think
is
the biggest hip-hop artist of the year,
the most controversial,
ATI with those 3 songs, dude.
Tari baleng di ballot paper gape.
Okay, top 3.
ATI needs to allow his internal transformation to occur, but also to just kind of, get over whatever animosity he has towards society or whatever, or figure out how to address that. His place in society and what he does or whatever, right? How he feels people receive him. That's going to be a very important thing for him to address, because he does. I mean, how are you going to entertain people if you also harbor resentment for the same people? You're not going to be doing it with a clear heart, right? this thing that I just said could also be a thing that ultimately then, obviously results in him not wanting to be out as much and therefore not around people as much, and therefore, whatever gigs he's getting or whatever opportunities he's getting, him not really being enthusiastic to jump on them, right? But then obviously if you're not working, the money is going to start dwindling, right? His money may also be tied into his family somehow, but like not particularly under virtuous means. Somebody could be getting money from him who he thinks is like very close to him, or that he can trust or whatever, but not under like honest, not with honest intentions or like a clear heart or whatever, right? And once this is addressed as well, but also why, like, he's, not to like victim blame or whatever, like been aware of but not acted on this knowledge that his intuition has given him, right? That in turn is going to be a thing that, like, once he addresses it, it's all gonna be like a domino effect type thing. But he makes magic, and we've seen him transform himself and transform many situations before,
Starting off the top 3 list from TMG to GC with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 11 music videos last year alone. The hardest working, the GOAT. At number 3, Ozzy F. Teddy.
Drip is forever, baby. This shit is calculated. Yeah, my swag is activated. Constipated. Hot. My block is incubated. I'm shrugging these niggas, I'm shrugging these bitches. You niggas is insulated.
Need I say more? I'm not gonna say more actually. Ozzy's too much for the game, boy.
Who running the city, little nigga who got all the clout? We see your post, you niggas is hating, you busy, you running your mouth. Put it on Kane, you niggas is goofy, we see you, we knocking you out. Your bitch, she a groupie, she choosing, she hanging around.
Exactly what I've been waiting for. But number 3?
I love it. No, shout out to Ozzy F. Teddy, guys. Like,
Bria, aka the best rapper in Africa.
Ozzy F. Teddy, the ever controversial Ozzy F. Teddy.
Bria. Best rapper in Africa. We're talking hip hop.
No. No.
Ozzy reminds me so much of Cardi B. They are popular for the wrong reasons.
Ozzy's been consistent in terms of merchandise, songs, visuals.
He would have probably been at number 6 for me.
Don't get me started.
Nah, Ozzy being number 3 makes sense. This is the first time he's number 3 on your list, ne?
Yeah.
Finally.
Is it? 2014 wasn't he?
2014, no one remembers him, dude.
That's fair.
No one cared about your list. We're going to let him on Facebook and status. Yeah. Nah.
No. I think for me, who makes sense again, personally, because Ozzy F. Teddy khana maitseo, like khana botho, and I think maybe can noki feel like.
But also it's like this. I get realistic criteria has maitseo.
I get it. Ke go rapa.
The talent, the bars. What was that song that he did with Vizo?
His music is not the one that's making the noise, but himself and his personality. The last song I heard of Ozzy was him with Vizo. But none other than that, I just hear other things about Ozzy.
You know what, for his behavior, he deserves to be number 3.
Yeah, he deserves that.
Like,
you could have been number 1.
Like, yeah. Hana dropped the music.
He had dropped more music and just kept your mouth shut, especially when we were mourning as a country.
You were just like all over.
You should have just shut up. Even though we shouldn't even have you on the. You're lucky. We're talking about you right now.
The game needs Ozzy more than it cares to admit. But it's a bit tricky with Ozzy. Like, he's our favorite, but he's also kind of the black sheep in the family.
Shout out to Ozzy F. Teddy. Another person where I'm like, if you just take away the theatrics around it and just do the hip hop thing.
But we need them. He's the most interesting artist we have. He's the most interesting. Linkuke. Can I kill Saul? He's the most interesting.
Okay.
Interest can be good and bad.
Okay. So interest, yeah.
There's a lot of interest when it comes to Aussie F. Immediately when you just mention his name, there's genuine interest. What did he do? What did he say? What is he going to do? What is he going to say? What did he say? What is he going to do? Those are two things. Hager, what does he say and what is he going to do? I mean it in a song, even on social media. There's ways around he's going about it. He's humanized the artist experience.
Can't go to color Saxon for the very same thing.
No. Ballet, it's orchestrated, dog. Like, of course you're going to have controversy between a Han and a man who are going to come out and say, this and that. It's
Aussie rides on that as well.
Listen, Aussie can wake up in the morning and say, that would be very interesting. That guy said it back in the day, Bob Woody bag. Yeah, me and this guy sleep with the same girls. Man, those are interesting things.
You were dropping names of people you were sharing hands with.
And that's honesty.
Aussie F Teddy brings a lot to the game, so Aussie F Teddy brings the beefs, the content, the videos, the songs. He brings it all. He's the source of the entertainment in this industry.
You started with the beefs,
That's
content.
the beefs.
The songs were the last thing.
That's the thing, whether it's the last or the first, but it's there in the package.
Right, cool.
That's the thing, you know what I'm saying?
He has some bangers, eh? I just love the songs, eh?
No, and
but the banging, I feel like he very much deserves
number 3
to be number 3.
I feel like he outraps everybody on the list thus far. That's why he's in top 3. He genuinely outraps everybody on the list.
What did he outraps? Everyone on the list.
Thus far? The list we have thus far?
What about?
About who?
He dropped videos throughout lockdown. When a whole lot of artists were falling back because they're not getting any bookings, he was out there putting out as if he was out there putting out stuff as if
that's the first nigga you should
yeah. Harubula. If y'all don't book,
Aussie F Teddy has outshined all these oaks.
Yeah. Nah, it's cool. Shout out to him. The merch.
Congratulations, bro.
Lord of Summer.
But first he has to apologize. He has to apologize once a month.
Let's live, dog.
He has to apologize.
Next.
You will he has to apologize as a country. And every Botswana that he sees, he wants to apologize. Everywhere he goes, he wants to apologize. I'm sorry.
But also, I do what I'm thinking. My listing is number 3. Exactly. Horror sets got 22. Next is good to 27. Guys. Black Sam.
There's certain burdens that he's carrying mentally, or people that he is holding on to, like emotionally or whatever, who are also digging into either his mental space and therefore his ability to like really delve into his work as hard as he can, right? Or somehow this person being a burden on him mentally, yes, because he wants to help this person or he supports this person or whatever. So that in turn affecting his finances, right? There needs to be boundaries that are set with this individual in order for Aussie to be able to fully dedicate himself to his craft and his career the way that he would like. Yeah.
Without a doubt, the most celebrated entertainer in Botswana and beyond. From skits to films, comedy to hip-hop, Tinto. At number 2, William Lost KRM.
Guys, no way. The man was doing the most in the past year. The guy was doing the most. He gave us the album, Yeah Willie, and the way he launched it, the features that he had on there. Guys, he had Kuli Chana on a song. What is going on? For his first album. That's absolutely crazy, man. His video went to 1 million views in less than a month. MC Hammer is shouting him out. Chris Brown is shouting him out. He's undoubtedly the man of the moment. And I put him at number 2 because he deserves the spot. He's the Akoonyatse industry, MduThaParty. Ah, man. Shout out to William, man. Keep it up. Keep it up, my boy. You're really making us look good, dog. You're putting Botswana on the map for real.
They be yet to let the leverage, they just wanna see you dead. All the negatives, don't take them to the head. You know, sometimes life just ain't fair. Can't believe the fact that my uncle is dead.
Turn up the music, silence my thoughts, yeah. Uplift my spirit, make me a force.
I mean, come on.
It's a yes from me.
It's a yes from me.
Yeah.
That one is not debatable.
It's a yes from me. Definitely. I agree.
Shanam!
Yeah, this
yes,
guy has... I know that's right. Guys.
I told y'all niggas to put William at number 1.
Who's number 1, dog?
God, no.
Shout out to Lil Homie, man. I actually almost forgot of him. That guy
Shout out KRM.
But he's...
I'm like rap-wise.
I know KRM. He had Coolie Chana there. How many guys had a Coolie Chana feature? Yo, he had... In a pandemic.
Well done, William. Well done to William last KRM. Well done. He did the things. Can I say?
Who's number 1?
Are you kidding?
Who's number 1, dog? That's wild.
How, guys? How's William? How is William top 2, guys? No way.
Wow, hey? Like, shout out to you, dude. Like, you really are doing the thing, hey? And you're doing it so well. I'm so proud of you.
If this is a hip-hop list, I don't think William is strictly hip-hop. I feel like he's an entity outside of hip-hop, so I don't think he should be top 2 in the hip-hop lists.
And he said he did not transit from comedy to, because he says it's always been rapping.
This one, like, Men's is number 1, bro.
That guy needs to be number 1, dog. He needs to be number 1. I don't know who's number 1 at this point.
I would have had him at number 1 because he, more than any other artist, he put in the work last year and he's continued to put in the work. His latest visuals with Katlehong Tirang. How does it feel? Yes, it's a really good song.
Keep talking about Manyano.
Zwitilo, chess.
Kotana weird, yeah.
No, but do number 1 man.
This was the one chance for us to give him his flowers for what he's done in terms of the music only. Because
and we're not giving him his flowers now.
Not number 2.
So we just put him in a top 10. He's at number 2. This is the first time he's featured in the list ever.
And this is the first time we've seen a lot of things.
This is the first time he's entered the game really fully as a musician. And he's entering at number 2. And you're gonna tell me you're not giving him his flowers.
A list like this, it's not only about the song or the songs that an artist puts out. It's about the whole package and what the artist has to offer. So he's a package right now. He's the most trending guy.
Why don't you just give William number 1? Because he's never going to be able to do what he's done.
You don't think William is gonna continue this trajectory?
I just said it.
So this is the first and last we see
William. House and Kuka, rewind. I'm not saying it again. Some of the lyrics he put out on How It Feels were probably the most honest lyrics we've had come from a rapper in our country in a while.
You know, like, I think he showed us a side of himself that he wasn't very comfortable with sharing in How It Feels, but I'm so proud of him for sharing that, and it just shows you that, you know, people are really struggling, and just because it looks like you're making it and, you know, you're happy, it doesn't mean like that's the case.
The fact that he can relate with people.
Yes.
He's funny. You can relate with people when you're happy. You can relate with people when you're sad.
Yes.
I mean, you need someone who can just maneuver through emotions like that, you know? So it's a yes from me.
The content is amazing. You always deliver clean, crisp content.
During a pandemic, when every other artist but Surilo, oh, what are we gonna do? Movie out there striking. He was putting in work.
Like Tinto, my nigga.
That he deserves that number 2, little homie.
Like, judging from where you started off to where you are right now, it's very impressive. And I mean, you just signed the 5 million pula deal, so like it can only mean big things from here on out. So
shout out for representative comedians, dog.
Shout out, man,
Shout
holding
out,
it down.
really.
I like to see one of our brothers getting taken seriously.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
I know that comedian.
Yeah,
nigga.
I'm excited for your journey, dude. Like, let's get it.
Who's number one? I think I know who.
I know it's
shout out, dog.
like if it is, I'm flipping this whole this everything's camera.
Na number one, I'm your one, and Hagnaskakamuta na number one. I have to burn this place. Bitan stima molilo.
At the top of the food chain, undoubtedly the dopest lyricist, the most featured artist of 2020-2021. Your rapper's favorite rapper, Vizo View.
Ninja. My circle is small, we got an acquired taste. Find us in quiet places, looking like constellations. Moving in silence is how I operate. The niggas cannot relate.
At number one on MduThaParty's top 10 BW hip hop list is none other than Vizo View. And you know Vizo View is dope. Nobody can deny it. I don't care, everybody's gonna react. They're probably gonna react positively to this because Vizo View is undoubtedly the best rapper in Botswana. I mean, who are you gonna argue with about that? Vizo View is the best. The guy has dope albums and the features he's done. I don't think you're a real artist if you don't have a Vizo View verse. How artist in Botswana? Some sort of Vizo View at like feature number one. Number one, man. So my number one spot, creme de la creme, top notch, none other than Vizo View.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T me, I need to see some C-H-A-N-G-E and L-I-V-E-F-R-E-E. I got a C-O-P-E even when need deep. H-O-P-E, people they need it. Good things are coming, you gotta believe it. You gotta.
Oh my God! Vizo!
Hey,
Man, I didn't expect it.
What did you expect?
Listen, okay? The boy.
Yeah, man, I feel like that one definitely goes without saying, man.
No.
I feel like we've disappointed Vizo as a country.
V-double-E, come on. Of course, always number one.
Arguable, you know, I wouldn't say he doesn't deserve it entirely, but to a certain extent he doesn't.
It's a yes from us.
From us.
Yes.
No, that was my number one. Because I was gonna.
He stopped caring about what we had to do for him. You know what he started doing? That is the most featured artist in the game right now.
Dude,
well done.
you had one job and you did it. Thanks.
I think it should be like this. William number one, Vizo number two. Yeah. Then Benti number three.
Coron.
You know what? Like, I'm not very mad at this list. Number one should always be Vizo. He's really the one. Like,
if you don't have a Vizo View verse, are you even a musician?
Yeah.
For real, are you really an artist?
Yeah.
Without a Vizo View verse, that guy is on Mposi Bina's album. The Chakra album, Vizo View came through with the chakras, boy. Came through with the undeniable feeling. Numbing.
He's the most active. He genuinely cares. Vizo genuinely cares about the art.
Yep.
You can hear it in the raps.
Yep.
You can in the cadence, the flow, the energy,
Yep.
the work. He's put out 200 songs.
Yep.
No, mdu batong kira gore ora yang.
You know why?
No. Vizo is amazing.
Vizo is an amazing rapper. He's an amazing artist.
Yes.
He's also an amazing producer as well.
Yes.
A lot of things that people don't know about him, he produces.
Yeah.
And most of ATR's songs last year, he produced them.
Oh shit! Okay.
And the ad libs, it's about ATR.
Oh,
That's him.
That's him on them.
He's one of those rappers, but that's on social media.
Yeah.
What's that number social
He's not
media?
gonna post.
Hasn't post that no. It's a rap.
I don't want to know what you had for lunch. I don't know who you hanging out with. I just want to know you're a rapper and you spit bars. That's all I know about Vizo. I don't know who he's dating. I don't know I don't know anything about him. All I know is that guy raps.
Definitely hardest working, a lot of content, a lot of features, a lot of quality music. So yeah, I think that's very, very well deserved.
I would have probably had him like at number top. Nkabela now opening up my top 5. Not this year with all due. I love him. He's not this year. No.
Somebody like William came through in the game and disrupted it completely.
Don't forget.
Stuck to his
I'm
guns.
happy you used that word.
Yeah.
Disrupt.
Yeah, he completely
Because
rewrote the script.
You are big on disruption.
Yeah. He completely rewrote the script for us.
I keep pointing out certain things.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why didn't you just give... Me saying just give it to him, I'm not saying you're handing it over. Just
but you think knowing me, I would have put him at number 1?
Like, you would have really had real trouble. Like,
Maybe. I didn't have any problem with putting William at number 2 and Visa at number 1. 0 problems.
Very deserving.
Yes.
Very deserving.
Shout out Vizo, man.
Shout
the
out.
best.
Wow. He deserves it.
Always. Been number 1 for 5 years.
Straight up. Still. How about I read about fan about Nonso Quantana?
Okay, so they're basically saying that Vizzo has the makings of someone who can build and create an empire, right? But there are things on the surface that hold him back, and certain, bonds or whatever that he feels are greater than him, or that he occasionally lets overpower him, right? And convince him that he isn't as powerful as he is, or he can't, like imposter syndrome type thing, and that in turn results in him kind of self-sabotaging. This is a cycle that he needs to break, because it's like if you take 10 steps forward and then when you're about to take the 11th step, somebody's like, yeah, you can't take 1 step. You've already taken 10, There's someone in his life as well. It looks to be a woman that he has ties to somehow, right? And they have a very, I don't know, I just heard electrifying or electric or whatever, right? It sparks, right? That spark's there, but for whatever reason, it's just not working out mentally. The relationship is way more of a mental strain than is necessary, right? And it would be best, honestly, if it's a toxic relationship or whatever, for him to kind of move away from this and not be caught up in the idea of whatever fairy tale that he thought that he was going to create with this individual, if it, he can clearly see that it's not gonna happen. But he does have the ability to, I was gonna say, what's the word? Oh my god, not regenerate, right? He does have the ability to regenerate. We've seen Vizzo, come back time and time again, and nobody ever tells him to go away, So he does have longevity. He has everything that he would need in order for him to start again, time and time again.
And that's all from MduThaParty's Top 10 VW Rappers list. Thank you very much, and good night.